For this week, we have a 12 trading idea across the Asian region. We're going to start with the first one with the FTSE Asian 40 index. On a weekly basis, as we highlighted last week, we expect the index to drift lower. However, the decline was pretty much kept right within 38.2 Fibonacci level. And of course, the long-term uptrend line, which keeping the uptrend as for now remain intact. The subsequent recovery saw the index is actually forming a bullish reversal pattern of Morningstar. And while last Friday again was a little bit on the mild side, but we can see technical improvement is actually you are seeing some sort of technical improvement at least for the past few days. So because of that, we think there's a decent chance for the FTSE Asian 40 to recover further, set to challenging the immediate resistance at 10,480, while the net resistance at 10,860. Immediate support are seen between 10,000 and 10,080 points. Right. Across the Asian region, we have a pair trading idea. We have a buy and sell. For Malaysia, we suggesting to buy Naim Holding Berhad. The stock continue to hold a new higher level structure within 50-day moving average. We about to complete 1 to 3 pattern. Momentum equally positive. So we're expecting the uptrend to continue, extending the next gain toward the 86.5 cent and 94.5 cent, while the cut loss level will be at 70 cent. Meanwhile, for supply configuration, the new lower structure has kickstarted a new down cycle as we expect the stock to continue to drift lower. Technical reading suggests that the technical reading suggests momentum is actually weak. Selling pressure still on the high side. There's plenty of the selling pressure, selling on the back of the resistance region. So we expect the stock to continue to drift lower, testing the immediate support at 74 cent and the next support at 66 cent, while immediate resistance at 83.5 and 86 cent. For Indonesia, we like Sumber Alfaria Trijaya. A breakout above a cup handle pattern has actually saw the stock actually consolidate within the pattern neckline. Eventually, we expect the uptrend to continue with the target is back at 3,090 and 3,300 Indonesian rupiah. And for Telecom Indonesia, after breaking below the inverted cup handle pattern along the downtrend channel, we expect the stock continue to drift lower. Technical reading is actually negative. Trading volume also a little bit on the lower side. So the next support will be at 3,650 and 3,450 Indonesian rupiah. For Philippines, we like APEC Mining Company. Is actually our earlier buy on 10 July. Gain about 17% to peak at 3.05 on 27 July. Slightly below our second target at 3.12. Despite the correction move, it was kept within our immediate support, and the stock is actually continuing to rise further, seeing a new higher structure above the 200-day moving average. So we expect the uptrend to continue as we reiterate our buy with a higher target at 2.95 and 3.27 Philippine peso, support cut loss at 2.58. Meanwhile, for Allianz Global Group, the stock is actually breaking below the 200-day moving average for the first time since December last year, indicating the overall structure has started to shift downward. Because of that, we believe the stock continue to drift lower, with the next support we've seen at 11.4 and 10.1 Philippine peso. For Singapore, we suggest to buy Keppel DC REIT, which is our buy on 31st July, gain about 11% to be at 2.3, slightly below of our target at 2.32. So despite the subsequent consolidation, the downside was pretty much kept within the 200-day moving average. Last week, recovery saw the stock is back into our uptrend line. So because of that, we expecting the previous uptrend to continue, backed by positive reading in both RSI and MACD. So the new target, we already reach our buy with a high target is at 2.27 and 2.4, support at 2.1. Meanwhile, for Singapore Post, we expect the stock continue to drift lower, following multiple rejection within the 200-day moving average. So the support will be seen at 46 and 43 Sing dollar. For Thailand, we have a proud real estate, a new high-low 1 to 3 pattern about to complete. Momentum is positive, so we're expecting to start the trade higher, seeking to test the next target at 2.324 and 2.52 Thai baht. Support it will be at 194. Meanwhile, for Comanche International, the trend structure remain on the downward side. We expect the stock to continue to drift lower with the target at 4.06 and 3.48 Thai baht. Last but not least will be for Vietnam Nam Long Investment Corporation. Uptrend is pretty much intact. The subsequent recovery right below within the key resistance turn into a support level, signal continuation of the ongoing uptrend. The next target is actually at 40,000 and 44,500 Vietnam dollar. support will be at 34,700. While for Hardong Group, we expecting the downtrend to continue following a breakout below the major uptrend line earlier, as higher trading volume signal continuation of the ongoing downtrend movement. So the support seen at 26,300 and 22,850 was resistant at 30,550 Vietnam dollar.